Right, hi everyone, welcome back. We are doing yet another episode of the Hot and Wet Map. And just before I load, why not have a look at the progress bar, so to say, progress picture. So we're still doing logs. It's almost done. I'm also, as usual, doing a few things in between and mentally starting to think about what should be next. I find the appropriate window and load the game. I did some off screen, like literally just that I got to Bitchy because I find this town name fascinating, although it's my doing, and just added a few term stations, so you haven't really missed out on anything. I was just being goofy. Other than that, none. So we still have a few forests and forest gump that are unused, unclaimed, unwhatevered. And let's look at. I'm more curious for the time being about these little piggies. Like, no, okay. I want to. I think adding more trains would help with. Where you guys start? Because I'm pretty sure this is not the first place. You start here and add a few. I know. My also like the blum blum is that if I make these 5, that will work in terms of. Damn it. I did not want that. Closed log pin. Like we should aim to be better than 40%. Is really the point. What stops here? 1. I'll make it 2 then. It's going to go around in circles for a while, but search is life. Okay, so there are. I thought the cat was meowing. There's some stupid music going on in the background and people are like screaming. Guess in a festival. Just sounds like cat meowing. Okay, stop screaming, people. You're annoying me. So, this one. This is actually quite good. So this is where I think I left off the previous episode. So we have a bunch of sawmills, which is good. There's one timber yard and there's no supply yard, which may or may not be much of an issue. Just come here. The way. I wish the game actually remembered certain things other than having to do this each and every time I load. In fact, I think these are almost all the forests that are not being used. This is being used. Okay. This is certainly not being used. Neither is this. That hill's going to go. Okay, let's hook these 3. I am now vaguely curious. I could just hook it to wherever these go. I know it just departed, but so you make some money. Which is to say this is not a terrible idea. Where do you go? My lovely. Okay, you come here, which is actually not bad because, yeah, why not? It saves me quite a bit of headache. Famous last words. Yes, I got the message the first time. Duh. Fail. You build this yard. Nope. I don't think these ever would be used for actual road transport, but why not? You, I know what you are, but you're not what I'm after. You're what I'm after. I know there's a penalty on transfers, but I'm tempted to just go away. Transfer it, in which case this whole setup needs to change. Yeah, like that. So if we kill all of this, shut up. So if we do that and do this, just make sure that that functions as expected. I'm also just tempted to kill off this river. I don't usually like to do that, but if I ever build canals here, I'll just deal with it. So heavy, because both of them are going to come here. Let's make it 4 length. I think I'm off by 1. Come on. I want it to be the same, even though if it's a waste of money to downgrade bridges. So I also want to pull up an airport here because at 207, maybe I don't. No, I don't. I do have limited capabilities for, gosh, you're shut. You suck. Okay, how about this? You sell, you level up, you just do this and transfer. And then we find the other one, which is clearly not this. It's these two, and they're going to do all the same. I did say something about this would have to go. It's clearly not going to work. I can't see shit. Yeah, so that comes here. It's just a very unfortunate check layout. Considering how busy these lines are not going to be. So yeah, road crossings should actually be more sensible. I want to go around this, even if that could have probably been done more sensibly. I was just checking that I'm hooked onto the right headset. So OBS has a tendency to attempt to hook onto the wrong one, and then you hear nothing of what I say, and then you figure it out an hour later. So we'll have to get more chains in there for starters. I want to put a depot here. And I probably want to run 2 counts of 3 length here and see how that goes. Possibly 2 counts of 5 length, really. Or hold on, so this does. Okay, you do 480. No, I think 2 are just about fine. You should try to separate out yourself. And I want to make sure that even though this is not multiple, but it is separated out. And then you lot go. At the moment, it's not particularly busy here. 12. I mean, if you ever get to the end of the game where everything's fully assigned and accounted for and transported, we can then reevaluate stuff like outstanding supplies, like farming supplies or some such. But if we look at this, this is slowly edging down, and I know we're not bringing goods here, which is something we should at some point do. Not yet fully figured how. Who makes goods in this set anyway? Goods. FG. Glassworks. It's pretty much Glassworks. I think the next one's actually going to be Glassworks. Okay, so this is now accounted for. You are the one that has been bumped to 5 because it was useless. So do one and I think I'm thinking about though. By so this is the too much goods. It's pretty bloody far out. Well, I mean, it's more than a little insane, but why not? The only thing is that this particular railway is more than busy. So you go out there and then you basically loop back here. And there's no simple way of getting around the rams, or is it? If I actually do it here, just want to make sure it didn't click on something I shouldn't have. Yeah, you're still to the right. So if I do this, and this, and I don't care about you. Hey, where are we going? From here up there. Okay. And you're enhanced, so you could actually do more. I want to run a separate track for these because I want to run these as high speed. Mind you, what if I don't? Then we get this far. That's very little gain. Okay, I think I can cover this. Probably not the smartest idea with the mine around because it's just going to be in the way. Also, I am convinced this is generally unused. That's never going to work, is it? There should be a way to put a marker in the map. That would be pretty sweet. But my stupidity when it comes to putting down tram sheds next to bridges which were then built with the exact intention of being able to accommodate for wider load, like yeah, tracks. God. You know, I should probably do this maglev. I'm not going to, but I should. Remind you that high-speed train's pretty sweet now. I try not to abuse it much. In all fairness, it makes no difference because we're not playing for money and the money is not an object. I want a viewport here. Where the f are we going? Also, so you. Here's the thing though. Hmm. I you know what, sod it, I'm not going to come this far. Just bring it here. So cancel the thrilling circus. Where am I going? Should probably build backwards. Even this is a bit out. Shut up. Yeah, here. The only thing I want to make sure is that we're signaling this properly, otherwise I'll have to end up in my usual conundrum. So this goes in, which means this comes here. This comes here. And then we put down a bunch of depots because we'll need them. There's already one that picks up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're 5. But this is the wrong way. So goods. Okay, well, so that's hypothetically sorted, and then what we want is copper and food. And now it's conquering. I think it's on and off depending on what it's getting, but we'll work around it. You do farm supplies, most of which is taken. It doesn't matter. Copper, you don't do any of that. We don't even take anything from here. Copper and food. Food. Can we make this flat? Just a little. Just a little more. Littler. So you need building materials, manganese and phosphate. But perhaps more interestingly, you're not being taken at all. So I'm trying to do you phosphate. Okay, let's do a few things. Of course. So you take phosphate, although you will need a lot more than whatever that mine can cough up. I don't even know if we have any phosphate OP. I don't think we need large ones, in which case phosphate. Okay, we have a lot of shit here. Chemicals need to go there. Timber looks like medium. Needs to come here. Phosphate needs to come here. You come from here to here timetable yourself and make like a few more. Do we really have two of these running? No. Yes. Well, stop it then. This needs Batman. It's going to complain because it can't get here, but one thing at a time. Shut up. Shut up. And then this can actually be large food because it's going to get much better. And go there. You want food, yeah? Yeah, go. I think we have one that's too many. No, you're lost. You're already lost, and we haven't even. Yeah, I know what the problem is. Unlose yourself. Yeah, shut up, shut up. So we've pretty much used up other goods. You make fair bit of engineering supplies that's totally not being used. You're fully dry. Why are you? What are you? Oh, you're diamonds. Well, I need your clothes and boots and motorcycle. Ah, my bad. Duh. You did it. So I think this is going. Farm supplies, engineering supplies. Start with this. I may have a little too much shit open. Quick money. However, I think that may well be a little too many. But what we'll have now, I think this should be still enhanced. Why would that be? Okay, can we not hold things up? Eventually this will go. Turn it around. I don't really know if we need 3 farm supplies. You got 44. Hmm. You do it in 15 days. You're lying. No, I think the problem is that this is not making enough. Phosphate building materials, manganese. I don't think we have a manganese mine here. And I obviously can't make building materials out of thin air. pH, phosphate. I mean, there's one up there, but it's pretty far. It's even farther. I mean, you make farm supplies that no one actually takes. It's just whether I think it's sensible. Chemicals, manganese supply. See, the problem here is that this gets, well, okay, I mean, it's supposed to get 80, so it's not that terrible. Not great, not terrible, so to say, but you're still only enhanced. I don't like you. Mind you, I don't think I care, because all I want to make sure is that this is gung-hoing, and beyond that, I don't care. And if I look at food is some 300, timber is on and off, but it's a fair bit. I don't think we need more. In which case, it's 112. I don't think I am interested. 171. This keeps giving me a pain in the ass of thing. Also, I know there's too much log there. Eh, fuck. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to regret doing this. In fact, logs. So you lot, 3 million last year, that was this, becomes a dear 5. Then you don't become anything, we just buy more of you. Can you do that? So we'll deal with this at some point. This is slowly trickling down. You want goods, which will be Glassworks. Fine. Map, go away. We are vaguely aware of this. See, the problem I have is that this does not produce any goods because we're not asking for it. Okay, we're going to stop these. Goods. Small. 1, 2. We don't really do extra small, like ever. Ah, fuck. It's all over the place, isn't it? I just want to start dumping items is the point. Because this is being not only totally lost, but I am fully like engineering supplies is the same. Just take it anywhere so I know it exists. Otherwise I'll be like, oh, there's nowhere to take. Absolutely no mine nearby. Not farm, not brewery. Copper ore, diamond. I think most of our diamond mines are pretty much sorted. Plantation, store, glass works, mine, quarry. Seriously, you're joking? It's pretty effed up. Okay, I want to trigger this. So what we'll do is just that. See, now it's going to start doing engineering supplies. Like goods, I'll do the same. Doesn't matter. Come here. And then sell you engineering supplies. Same idea. Go sell. This is Fizzleberg. You do farm supplies and engineering supplies, none of which is being taken. Like engineering supplies could come here, but it's a shitty mine. You have, so we took our farm supplies. So bye-bye. You still have an absolute shitload of logs here. Jingleton. So this already does both. Lickety, water well, goods. You don't do any goods. You do not do any goods. So you also do goods. You're just actually being mailed to hell. To gate. You don't take engineering supplies. Now you chemicals. Do I want to trigger chemicals? I mean, I'll have to, but that's less of an obvious problem. We have a lot of goods here. Not that lot. This is a bit less bad now. It does good, but it's pretty shitty. Okay, I am vaguely contented with this. And now we have 5 minutes, and we are, okay, turn off all the junk we suddenly do not care about. So that's being used. This is, should be being used if there's such a construct in Azar English language, which there probably is not. There ain't such thing. There. No, that was a terribly bad idea. Okay, ignore this for a moment. It wasn't this, it was this. We only have 3 left. It's actually pretty sweet. Also, I might sneeze, but that wasn't the point. Do I care about bumping this? And I think the answer is no for the time being, because I've totally not looked into farming whatsoever. We have about 3 minutes. So that's not this, that's this, and this. And then we're done. Yee. There's obviously a sawmill up there, but I think this is also going to hook into the same. In which case, I should probably do this. I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. But I don't want this to hold up the terms. I wonder how long before the towns decide that they want to do it their way. The other thing I really need to put down are more depots, because I've not put down any. And this is the last one, which coincidentally seems like the most problematic. Yeah, you are out of time. Yeah, I could just come here. It's more than a bit out. I mean, I did not really think that I would get that far. Okay, I'm going to actually stop here about almost logs. I just want to basically say that we're done with logs. And then we can, oh no, do glass, which me not doing logs, I think has a secondary meaning. Okay, this already comes someplace, so there. No, I don't want that, you idiot. All right, hey ho, done. So thanks for watching. We're done with the logs, and I shall hopefully see you all the next time. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Bye bye.